public. Morena. I have enjoyed a denial of advocacy, compassion, face punching, safety, multiple deportations, public safety violations, kidnapping, racism, classist humiliation, crimes against humanity, systemic attacks on my basic rights and existence. I have a right to safety, I have a right to be heard, I have a right to be treated as a human being, not an animal, regardless of my race, gender, class, or wealth. My voice shouldn't be criminalized and targeted unless I'm a political prisoner. Those who are trying to erase me have desecrated my life, stolen my work, tortured my body, humiliated my face, punished me for surviving. You took everything I built with love and my soul, effort of service, and used violence, propaganda, abuse of power, social manipulation to paint me as unworthy of kindness, dignity, peace, or respect. And I am still here. I have lived through crimes against humanity, not once, but many times. You are reoffending. And now you are denying me the right to go overseas and making it that if I go through immigration, I will be destroyed. You are denying me the right to advocacy, compassion, and safety. I was deported 3 times, pulled from countries I sought safety in, thrown into situations that endangered my body, my mind, and my life. Kidnapping from Chinese church people, taken, silenced, violated, while the world watched, or worse, laughed. I was marked as a criminal, as a threat, as nothing. When all I wanted was safety and fairness, I was capital punished as ugly, unworthy of your privileged men. Now I am branded on a public radio, those in white privilege calling me a bitch, dehumanizing me without a voice to speak back. They use their voice, one given power by race, status, and money, as a weapon to blackmail, isolate, and devalue my existence. Why is kindness reserved for only the rich? Why are tools of justice only handed to those who fit worthy of your image? Why is my long-standing suffering ignored while profiting off my ruins? Why are you holding me in a Alcatraz museum, holding my consciousness hostage and my body? What happened to me wasn't misfortune, it was targeted, systemic cruelty, gang stalking. You took my face, my body, my identity. You turned them into tools for shame. You've turned me, mutilated me, branded me a threat, and stole the creative spiritual healing work I gave to the world. You mocked my age, my pain, my image, punished for my wisdom. You turned the public against me, left me in social exile, while others wore my life like a costume and took credit for what they have never lived through. I am not a cockroach. I am not a disease. I am not dirty. I am not disposable. I am a human being with a spiritual nature, with a voice, with a talent, and a purpose and rights. I would also like to state these schools, ghetto schools, and this apartheid, I am a cockroach, is illegal and a war crime. The fencing that I am a second-class citizen. I've served communities through support, empathy, and healing. I've worked in customer service, communication, sales, counselling, caregiving. I've built small businesses. I've created with my hands, heart, base. I want my own path back. They are stealing my path that is definitely mapped out in my phone, and they've made it into this woman, her consciousness and her elevated mindset. So these influencers have stolen out of my phone, but this is a genuine need I have with humanity. And instead of letting me do this, they're making this culture flooded with all these humanitarian beauties that are like speech for their lives when it's actually my real path. It should be my right to have asylum without abuse or murder or blackmail of videos and crime. Connection to my art, sewing clay, making tarot cards, designing books. I cook nutritional meals for families. with house properties. I've helped raise children. I've supported those in need. I have been a dog protector. I weathered storms and lifted others through theirs. And yet, all I was given in return was theft, silence, pain, persecution, isolation, and abuse. You've held me hostage underground. You've violated my body, mocked my suffering, paraded my torture through, denied my intelligence, twisted, creepy media. You called me crazy. Why inflicting unspeakable harms, you have denied me protection while rewarding those who watched me rot. The community laughs and calls me rusty rot face and cancer rot bitch. The freedom of speech is not a luxury, it is a lifeline. Compassion is not a prize for the privilege, it is a special obligation. Safety is not optional, it is a right. Privacy is not a privilege, it is a right. Kindness and peace at home is not a privilege of the rich, it is our rights. You cannot keep kindness for the wealthy and the cruelty for the poor. You cannot silence me while your voices lie, defame, destroy. You cannot take everything from me. Then you cannot just take away the path that I'm doing and have it for only angels. I should have social rights. It's a real abuse of fascism to only allow women you want to be famous to go down the same path that I'm creating for myself by blackmail of videos, blackmail of sexual violence on pornography channels. It's abuse. Not me for the pain you caused. I now speak for every person denied safety, advocacy, and truth. The speak for those deported without a cause, for those marked with racism, misogyny, classist hatred, and torture of somebody diseased. For those tortured and told to smile, for those who still have no voice, because speaking costs them everything. You may have taken my home, my house, my peace, but you will not take my voice. I am not your shame. I am not your scapegoat. I am not your transsexual pussy to rip apart with genital mutilation, to hold power over me with blackmail. I am not your joke. I am still here, and I will not stop speaking for the underdog. It says, I would like anybody that could help write formal complaints to UNHCR for their racism and their global apartheid and build a petition and awareness of the need for justice, as it's years and years that I have not had safety or the right to equal opportunity. To blackmail my future and a day of tomorrow, they have basically given my mindset to a bunch of women that have all the resources as they took away the rug from under me and left me no foundation. I am being blackmailed through all the immigration with crime of these videos blackmailing me that I am psychotic and a sexual slave, when I have been working and counselling for a very long time. Of public hospitals are saying that I am in a prison, that I am a transsexual. My self-worth. Just because my body's rotting in my stomach shouldn't mean I don't get a tomorrow because you have decided my ex and his girlfriend have the future of my dreams. I am protesting against them because it is my right to go to immigration and have a future, and it is my right to not have prostitution. I don't want to retire. I'm being blackmailed through the lion's gates of police, making me a madman and lower class. It is not fair. I have just as much education and experience in life, maybe even more experience and wisdom of these women, and I am denied the right to have a future. I am being completely blackmailed, subjugated. It is not fair. Why was I not given equal rights? For 7 years I am being oppressed.